we do today? Can you tell me all about it?
Shall we paint a picture or dress up?
What shall we do today? Please tell me all about it.
Let's read.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl called Maya, who had a grandpa called George. Maya loved her grandpa very much, but he always wore the oldest, tattiest and smelliest pair of red slippers you could ever imagine. One day, Maya waited until she heard Grandpa George snoring loudly, then crept into the lounge. The slippers were on the floor, next to his chair. Aha, thought Maya. Now I can put those stinky old slippers where they belong, in the bin. She tiptoed over, but just as she grabbed hold of them, Grandpa George's eyes popped open.
Oh!
Not so fast, cheeky girl, he laughed. But Grandpa, giggled Maya, why do you always wear these tatty old slippers? Do you really want to know? He asked, eyes shining. Then I'll show you. Grandpa George stood up and put on the slippers. Slippers, slippers, whisk us away. It's time for us to save the day. Suddenly, there was a big flash. Maya couldn't believe her eyes. Grandpa George was dressed in a shiny red jumpsuit with a gold star on the front and a matching gold cape. Grandpa, said Maya in astonishment, you're... Super Gramps, finished Grandpa George gallantly. Hold tight, he said, taking her hand. Suddenly, the slippers left the ground, taking Maya and her grandpa with them. Higher and higher they climbed into the sky. Grandpa, your slippers are making you fly. They must be magic, cried Maya in delight. Hello, bird. Hello, aeroplane, she laughed, waving as they passed. But suddenly they heard a cry from below. Someone's in trouble, Maya, said Grandpa. We'd better help. They zoomed towards the ground, and there they saw a little old lady wobbling and weaving her way around a fruit and vegetable market on a bicycle. My brakes don't work, she called. I can't stop. Straight away, Grandpa George swooped down and pulled the old lady into his arms, seconds before her bike crashed into a fruit stall. Apples, oranges and bananas flew everywhere, but the old lady didn't notice. She was too busy staring at Grandpa George. Who are you? She whispered, amazed. Grandpa George gave her a wink. Never mind who I am, he replied gallantly. All that matters is that you're okay. And with that he waved goodbye, took Maya's hand, and the old red slippers propelled them back into the air. Back at home, Grandpa took off his slippers. He looked just like old Grandpa George again. You were brilliant today, Grandpa, said Maya. You're the best grandpa superhero in the whole world. Well, maybe the only one, chuckled Grandpa George. I promise I'll never try to throw your stinky old slippers away again, laughed Maya, giving her grandpa a hug.
What shall we do today?
Now click left or right for more great shows, or subscribe to keep up to date with the latest Disney Junior YouTube clips.